The world's biggest tournament is coming, and the official FIFA World Cup 26 Try-Under competition ball is here at the Goal 90 shop. Designed for the game's biggest stage, it's built for precision, speed and control. Right now, you can make it yours with 30% off plus free shipping. Don't just watch the World Cup, own a piece of it. Visit goal90.shop today and order now. Chelsea recently orchestrated a commanding win against Barcelona, but that win has nothing on 2012 when the Blues took on the defending champions in the semi-final with the likes of Messi, Xavi and Iniesta, all in their prime. Nobody believed Chelsea could leave that stadium with a miracle. Nobody except Chelsea themselves. A 2-2 draw became a gateway to history. A few weeks later, they won their first Champions League. Let's take a look at where the players who made that miracle happen have been since then. Between the sticks stood a man who was already on his way to becoming one of the most decorated goalkeepers in modern football. Petr Cech's penalty save from Ivica Olic in the final against Bayern Munich is the reason Chelsea won that trophy at all. Without that moment, the fairy tale never happens. After his heroics, the Czech international stayed loyal to Chelsea until 2015, when he made the controversial jump to Arsenal. 4 years in North London proved productive, but by 2019, Cech hung up his gloves for good. But here's where his story takes an unexpected turn. Rather than fade into retirement, Cech discovered something remarkable. He's genuinely talented at ice hockey. Since October 2019, he's been playing professionally as a goaltender, initially for Guildford Phoenix before moving to Oxford City Stars in the NIHL Division 1 South in 2023, where he continues to earn man of the match accolades and regularly posts impressive save percentages that would make any goaltender proud. In defense, you had the captain, a man absolutely crushed by missing the final through suspension. John Terry's red card against Barcelona meant he watched Chelsea's greatest night from the sidelines, something that still gnaws at him. After leaving Chelsea in 2017, he signed with Aston Villa in the Championship. That season ended in heartbreak. They lost the playoff final to Fulham. A medical with Spartak Moscow followed, but family reasons saw him decline and announce his retirement in October 2018. Yet, Terry wasn't done with football. He joined Dean Smith's coaching staff at Aston Villa in October 2018, playing a crucial role in their 2019 Championship promotion. When Smith left for Leicester City in April 2023, Terry followed him onto the coaching staff. By July 2023, he returned to Chelsea as an academy coach. Come November 2024, Terry took on a new venture, managing one of 12 teams in the inaugural Bola League UK, a six-a-side football competition, though his dream remains managing Chelsea permanently. Gary Cahill's journey from that night remains the most remarkable. The man was genuinely one of the luckiest players on that pitch. He'd signed just 5 months earlier from Bolton. Most players wait years, some their entire careers, to win the Champions League. Cahill arrived at Chelsea in January 2012 and won it in May. Think about that. Over the next 7 years, he accumulated 2 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, 2 Europa League trophies, and a League Cup. Trophies kept arriving. Then in 2019, despite being named as Terry's successor, Maurizio Sarri froze him out completely. He joined Crystal Palace, spent time at Bournemouth where he lasted just a year, and retired in November 2022. For Ashley Cole, that night represented one final moment of defensive perfection in a career that redefined the left-back position entirely. Cole's crucial goal line clearance in the first leg proved vital. After losing his place to Cesar Azpilicueta, he moved to Roma in 2014, spending 18 months in Serie A before heading to LA Galaxy. His final chapter as a player came at Derby under Frank Lampard, where the story turned full circle. Terry was an assistant coach there when Derby lost the playoff final to Aston Villa. Cole announced his retirement on Sky Sports in August 2019. Since then, he's carved out a fascinating coaching path. He joined Chelsea's academy as a coach, worked alongside Lampard at Everton in 2022 until Lampard's dismissal, returned to Chelsea as a first-team coach briefly in 2023, and is currently serving as a full-time national coach for the FA. He's been crucial in England under-21 coaching alongside Lee Carsley and has done punditry work for both Sky Sports and ITV covering England games. On the right flank, Branislav Ivanovic proved why defenders feared him. The Serbian Colossus remained at Chelsea until 2017 when he signed with Zenit St. Petersburg. 3 years in Russia saw him become a captain and win back-to-back league titles. By 2020, West Bromwich Albion came calling and Ivanovic returned to England on a 1-year deal. He made 13 Premier League appearances as West Brom suffered relegation that season. After his contract ended in May 2021, Ivanovic retired from professional football. His post-playing activities remain largely away from the public eye, though he's been spotted at UEFA Champions League draws in an administrative capacity. In midfield, John Obi Mikel held everything together with his trademark work ethic and tactical discipline. Mikel remained at Chelsea until January 2017, when he departed to China, joining Tianjin Teda. 2 years in the Chinese Super League preceded a move to Middlesbrough in 2019. His time under Tony Pulis proved brief. Turkish football came next with Trabzonspor, but a 9-month stint ended amid pandemic concerns. Stoke City followed, then Kuwait SC for just 4 months. Mikel retired in 2022, but kept his presence in the game. He now hosts the Obi-Wan podcast, where he shares his football knowledge and connects with fans regularly. Raul Meireles spent just 1 season at Chelsea, but what a season it was. The Portuguese midfielder arrived in August 2011, reuniting with Andre Villas-Boas. Though Villas-Boas' tenure imploded, Meireles still earned an FA Cup winners' medal after coming on late against Liverpool and won a Champions League medal despite being suspended for the final. He departed for Fenerbahce in September 2012, where he spent 4 seasons. A suspension for allegedly spitting at a referee in 2012 overshadowed his Turkish spell. By 2016, injuries cut his time short and his contract wasn't renewed. Meireles has maintained a relatively quiet retirement, though in 2019 he memorably appeared on the Portuguese version of Lip Sync Battle, a career moment nobody saw coming. He now enjoys a comfortable life with investments in Portuguese real estate and co-owns a fashion store with his wife. Ramires brought Brazilian flair and boundless energy to that midfield. The left winger's daring run and impeccable finish at Camp Nou proved Chelsea belonged anywhere. Ramires remained with the Blues until 2016, when he joined Jiangsu Suning for £25 million, one of Europe's first high-profile moves to China. He had 1 spectacular season there before gradually fading. By 2019, he returned to Brazil with Palmeiras, but left in 2020. After careful reflection, Ramires officially announced his retirement in November 2020. He's maintained a private life since, staying away from the public eye, though his legacy remains cherished among Chelsea supporters who remember his explosiveness. Frank Lampard. Where do we even start? When you speak of legends from 2012, his name is one of the first that comes to mind. After leaving Chelsea as a player in 2014, his journey saw him join New York City FC, though he actually spent the 2014-15 season with Manchester City, the parent club. His time in America proved difficult, retiring in 2017. Then came the managerial chapter, Derby in 2018, where he reached the playoff final. Chelsea from 2019, where he lasted 18 months before Thomas Tuchel replaced him, and Everton with mixed results. A caretaker role at Chelsea followed in 2023. Since November 2024, he's managed Championship side Coventry City, proving he's determined to remain relevant in football's highest levels, despite the pressures and criticisms that have followed his managerial career. Didier Drogba led the line that day, and even though it was his substitute Torres who scored in injury time to send Chelsea through, the Ivory Coast man's time was in the final. He scored the equaliser in the dying moments of the game to take Chelsea to extra time and penalties, and then his final kick in a Chelsea shirt before his 2014 return was that Champions League winning penalty, pure Drogba. The Ivorian striker moved to China after his first Chelsea departure, then Galatasaray in 2013. A brief return to Chelsea in 2014-15 followed before moving to Montreal Impact as a player, then Phoenix Rising as a player-owner. He retired in 2018 and shifted focus entirely to charity work in his native Ivory Coast. He's occasionally hosted major football award shows like the Ballon d'Or, maintaining a presence in global football while dedicating himself to meaningful off-field contributions. His luscious hair from his playing days is now also gone for a bald look in his older age. We can't forget to speak about the man who scored the tie-winning goal for Chelsea that day in injury time, Fernando Torres. Even though his time with the Blues is mostly seen as a disappointment, this was a particular bright spot. injuries struck the Spaniard down and he was never able to replicate the same form that made him a Merseyside hero. In 2014, he signed with AC Milan on a 2-year loan deal. The move was made permanent just 6 months into the 2-year period before being loaned to Atletico Madrid 2 days later. Torres spent the 2015-16 season on loan in Madrid too, before signing with the Spanish side on a permanent basis. In the end, he spent 3.5 years at the club, scoring 38 goals in 160 games before he retired in 2019 after a season at Sagan Tosu. He was appointed Atletico Madrid U19 head coach in 2019 and has risen to become manager of Atletico Madrid B since. Roberto Di Matteo's fairy tale deserves its own spotlight. He was only a caretaker manager after Andre Villas-Boas's sacking and yet took Chelsea to the promised land. The Italian's defensive masterclass against Barcelona in that second leg remains tactical perfection. Predictably, he was appointed permanent manager that summer but failed to replicate the success. Brief spells at Schalke and Aston Villa followed, each lasting barely a season. Years passed without a managerial role. Finally, in 2023, Di Matteo joined South Korean side Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors as a technical advisor, marking his return to football after nearly a decade away. These 11 heroes took a path nobody believed in and etched themselves into history. Some became coaches, some disappeared, others found unexpected second acts. That night at Camp Nou changed everything for Chelsea. For these players, it defined their legacies forever. Do you think the current Chelsea side can repeat these triumphs? Let us know in the comments. Remember to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any new videos. See you next time. Bye!
Do you want to make money with affiliate marketing? Join the Goal 90 Shop affiliate program and start earning today. Get your unique affiliate link and exclusive discount coupon to share with your audience. Every sale made through your link earns you a 10% commission. No limits, just real earnings. Don't miss out. Turn your influence into income now.